All right, everybody, how we doing? How's it going? Desktop audio is not going through. Um, really not? No, it's right, okay. So, here we are, Monster Prom, second term. We had some issues last time. But yeah, hopefully, we're gonna get them done this time. So yeah, let's play. There's one player. DLC full game. Spooky high school. The sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid, sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid. But always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. And I am this person. That's me. Molly. Let's go. And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 6 weeks left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 8 most charismatic classmates. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly large heart. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Polly Geist, 22, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Damien LeVay, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Liam de Lioncourt, 400 something, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was truly a lovable dork. Zoe, immortal, she's a beginning of time, something. An eldritch cutie who went from endless deity of the dark realms to ultimate fangirl. Calculester Hewlett Packard, version 1.0. A library computer who had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to its fullest. And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear. It had to be one of them. But who? We only had 6 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their hearts. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All the minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose what kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, TM. We'll throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start! What is your soul emoji? The emoji that speaks the truth of your soul? Caucasian guy with a turban because fuck stereotypes. I don't know about that one, Chief. Snowman because that motherfucker is in the middle of a blizzard and he's fucking smiling. He doesn't give a fuck about blizzards, and he has a kick-ass hat. Octopus emoji, best animal on earth. I know 5 mixed drinks, 3 drug cocktails, and 17 sex positions that involve one or several octopi. I mean, I feel like it's gotta be that, you know? Yeah, I'm fun. You're walking through the desert when you see a turtle on its back, baking in the hot sun. But you're not helping. Why aren't you helping? No time, too busy twerking. Because the turtle owes me money. Or because fuck turtles. Oh. Too busy twerking. If you were a product, what would be your slogan? Buy me. I'm good. Extra flammable. I command you to enjoy me. Sorry. Objectively better than the other options. Be ready for a long trip together. You won't understand me, and that's how you know I'm cool. Objectively better than the other options, I think. Yay. If you were an ice cream, which flavor would you be? Meat. Meat flavored. Ikasumi? Tequila and Coke? Damn, who could that one be for? Rainbows and gummy bears. Spicy chocolate. No chocolate. No. Chocolate on fire! Okay, so that's obviously the werewolf boy. That's Polly, the ghost. That's Damien. Double creme de la Gruyere and meringues. You don't put cheese in ice cream? Fucking, that's so Liam. Rainbows and gummy bears, that's probably Miranda. Ikasumi, that's probably Zoe. Yeah, I was right on all of them. Gonna load it up. So how's everybody doing tonight? Well, we have one viewer. Nobody in the chat. That's fine. I'm doing good. I hope all y'all are doing good. Yeah, oh, here we go. Okay. We've got 8 smarts, 4 boldness, 4 creativity, 4 charm, 9 fun, and 5 money. Okay, so... Okay, so we need more creativity and charm for sure. Well, charm, like, you know, you always need more, right? Let's go get some charm. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. You catch the tail end of a classic Zoe Calculester exchange. But Student X Teacher Fic is super overdone and makes me really uncomfortable because, like, the inherent imbalance of power. Oh, I like her. Like, could you imagine how problematic it would be if PGS hooked up with one of us? Yuck. That's Principal Giant Spider. I cannot seem to I cannot seem to recall what Principal Giant Spider looks like anyway. Image PGS not found. Ah, the joys of new students adjusting to the rules of Spooky High. You there! Killing Machine and Abyssal Terror! Oh my god, I love her so much already. Rude? I need an impressive ally in my fight against the reign of the LeVays over the 8th Circle of Hell! Input. Quippy response about your sense of fashion being from the 8th Circle of Hell. I have no need for your robo-criticisms. What I need is the power of a being beyond the average monster to aid in my glorious and righteously justified takeover. No thanks. I'd rather just write a steamy fanfiction in which you and Damien are a crack ship who hate sex just to annoy you for annoying us. We need to act now, while King and King LeVay are distracted by throwing an admittedly adorable themed brunch. I'm not leaving without one of you with me. Holy shit. She really means it. Time to help out one of your classmates out. Guess you better decide which one you don't like. School is full of tough choices. I love Zoe's too much. Dahlia, don't be fooled. The Eldritch being is clearly under Damien's spell already. Look at all these pictures she drew of Damien shirtless. She's a LeVay sympathizer. Or, no, calling this robot a killing machine is inaccurate. A real killing machine would be a tank. And he's not a tank, so he's worthless. Go look for a tank. She's a LeVay sympathizer. Ah, that is quite the extensive collection of Damien LeVay drawings. But wait, this appears to be a wounded Damien being nursed by Vera. Damien dying in Liam's arms. Oh, those are just illustrations from my tragic hurt comfort fix. Yes, I too would be comforted by Damien being hurt. No, that's not what that means at all. It's just that people enjoy the drama. Yes! My takeover of the 8th Circle will be gloriously dramatic. Come along, Eldritch Horror! I am no longer an Eldritch Horror. I am an Eldritch Cutie Pie. You will rue the day you have called me such. Your eyes will melt deep into your skull, and your skull will turn to dust inside the flesh of your face, which will rot off. Oh my, I don't know what came over me. I'm so sorry. Emotion identified, sadness and shame. Engage protocol, comfort friend. Great, you've scared off both my living weapons. Clearly you are in league with the LeVays. Prepare to meet your doom. Oh man, now everyone's mad at you. Plus the beatdown Dahlia gives you -2 fun and -1 charm because it's neither fun nor charming. Okay, we're gonna go over here. You arrive at Zoe and Vera's table, excited to... We're not doing anything suspicious, Zoe. And we definitely don't have a fellow student in a cage under this table. You have a fellow student in a cage under the... It's useless, Vera. Molly is too perceptive. We've got to come clean. Yes, the problem is clearly that Molly is too perceptive. But I suppose we have no choice. Look under the table. Zoe and Vera do indeed seem to have caged a fairy under the table. She's filthy, miserable, and covered in glitter. Fairies cry glitter. We took her as a prisoner during the last food war. You know, for leverage. I didn't think anything of it at the time, because taking/tormenting prisoners is just the thing you do as an Elder God. But that was 3 days ago, and she's starting to smell. We've got to figure out something else to do with her. We could let her go? No. I fail to see how that profits me. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, what should we do then? The prisoner is probably stinky because she's lonely. Get her a companion to keep her company. Or use vicious psychological manipulation to turn her into a sleeper agent. Of course. Man. Yeah, she's probably lonely. It's like I always used to say when I was a dark manifestation of hatred and madness. Misery loves company. And I love misery. You want another prisoner, Zoe? A prisoner is a big responsibility, you know? Who's going to clean up after it? Who's going to feed it? That's the cool part. If my prior experience as a mistress of extreme pain is anything to go by, they'll feed on each other. That is an interesting cost-cutting measure. Then it's agreed. Oh, I love doing good deeds. And you love letting your hot friend think she's doing a good deed so you can hopefully smooch her later. Everybody wins. Well, we lost the charm that we needed, so It's just dodgeball day today. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. The match is so intense, and both teams are so into it that you decide to raise the stakes by betting a part of your charm against part of the other team leader's charm. The commitment amazes your whole team, and their spirit is fueled by determination. You win. Finally, you win and take +2 charm from the other team's leader. She's now a bit less fabulous. Meanwhile, Zoe seems to have trapped Polly in some sort of eldritch binding circle. This should be good. Tell me. Girl, where is your chill? I already told you like 1,000,000 times how I died. Yeah, but each time you told me something different. Tried to fuck a toaster, suffocated by good booty, gun salad. I've heard them all. But what's the truth, Polly? Huh? It's none of your business. Nobody does my hobby, and hobbies matter, Polly. Plus the fans have a right to know. Fans have a right to leave me the hell alone. Secrets are sexy. If secrets are so sexy, then how come God invented online encyclopedia, TM? What? You're a god. You know that's not true. Now let me out of this binding circle. I've got haunted math next period. Sure, I'll let you out, if you tell me how you really died. Polly gives you a pleading look. Zoe gives you an excited look. As usual, it's up to you to figure out how to help. Polly's right, secrets are sexy, and I'll prove it with my new espionage AU. Spooky, highly classified. Or Zoe deserves to know the truth. And if you tell it to her, Polly, I will give you a huge bag of cocaine. Aww. You know that the way to my ghost heart is through my ghost nostrils? Come here, you beautiful whore. Let me give you the gory details. Polly beckons Zoe over and whispers in her ear. Oh wow. That many, huh? But how did the linebackers get out of there? Oh. The entire San Diego Zoo? But where would you even get that much cream cheese? Oh, I see. It was a Wednesday. Well, that pretty thoroughly answers my question. Now do you see why I didn't want to tell anyone? Oh, absolutely. That is way too hot for public consumption. Your secret's safe with me? Oh, yes. I got to keep my secret, and I get cocaine. Score. You're pretty sure Polly told another very not real story about her death, but Zoe's impressed at your negotiating skills. You leave Polly to enjoy her newly acquired treat, and you and Zoe get smoothies. You gain +2 charm and +1 fun. Okay. Auditorium this time. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it is as though the muses themselves have descended to give you, figurative, oral sex. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity. You notice Zoe with a big grin on the amalgam of chaotic nightmares she has used to form her face. It's adorable. Molly, hey, guess what? My latest comic, Who Watches the Watchmen Have Sex, just got published in Weird Tales magazine. I worked so hard on it, and it's finally out there in the world. Nothing can ruin this moment for me.
That sounds like a challenge.
Leonard, come on! Why do you always have to slide into my DMs? Delighted moods.
Because I must shed light on injustice wherever it arises.
What about world hunger, global warming, income inequality, human trafficking?
You didn't let me finish. I must shed light on injustice wherever it arises. In the world of fandom, specifically.
Oh, cool. It is not cool, Zoe! Did you just say something about social justice warriors? I swear to God. It is not cool that publishing houses are showering attention on marginalized authors just because inclusivity is hot right now. Oh my God, he so said something about social justice. I hate this guy. I mean, look at you. You've got it all. You're purple. You're allegedly a woman. You come from a hideous dimension beyond mortal comprehension. Any magazine would die to be able to associate you with its brand. But it's all a shallow marketing stunt. And what's worse, it's distracting from the real injustice that the liberal media is too scared to discuss. What about the artists who aren't part of some cool, sexy, underrepresented minority? What about us? How are we supposed to get recognized? If I was to entertain all the BS you just said, I'd say, I don't know, maybe through a combination of talent and the numerous connections and avenues you have available to you as a privileged member of society.
Don't use the P word around me, missy! If I'm so privileged, Then how come my comic, Zombie Sluts on Fuck Island, has yet to be published?
Because you spend all your time complaining about non-existent obstacles instead of getting better at art?
Perhaps you have a point. Oh no, wait, I forgot you were a girl. That can't possibly be my fault. It's much more likely that the entire industry is biased against me.
Looks like there's only one way to solve this. You're way ahead of her. You select the only option that makes sense. For years, you've possessed the Gem of Gerudo, a powerful artifact capable of raising 4 people from the dead. Why not resurrect 4 great artists and ask their opinions? Or use the Calcraft sorting hat to determine the objective value of the 2 comics. I don't know about that one. I feel like resurrecting great artists would be good for Zoe.
You were saving the Gem of Gerudo to resurrect your family in case they all died tragically for some reason.
Oh, that's my voice. Oops. But this seems just as important. You reach into the Netherrealm and summon Velasquez, Goya, Picasso, and El Greco, 4 of the greatest visual artists of all time. Oh, hey, I recognize some of these guys. Picasso helped me design my Layer of Mental Anguish, along with MC Escher and David Lynch. Hey, Zoe, says Pablo Picasso. Hey, Zoe, says Pablo Picasso. Long time no see. I heard you have some sort of art for us to look at?
Wrong! We have 1 piece of art, mine, and 1 piece of trash, hers. Here they are!
Says El Greco, furrowing his brow at the paintings. What sort of art is this? You seem to have placed numerous titillating images inside of tiny boxes. I do not know quite what to make of this yet, says Goya, holding up Leonard's piece. But to my untrained eye, this one appears to be what we refer to in the art business as a complete turd.
That's bullshit!
I don't know what I'm looking at either, says Picasso, but I like how you have put everything in little squares. I have a thing about shapes. Personally, says Velasquez, I find Zoe's piece pleasantly reminiscent of Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns, mediated by hints of magical girl manga and The Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, all of which also influenced my own work. As you can clearly see in my famous painting, Las Meninas.
Fuck!
Leonard tries to protest angrily about how these 4 dead artists are part of the liberal establishment, but it doesn't work because they don't have social media. You gain +2 creativity and +1 smarts from hanging out with the famous dead painters. Yes, more Zoe. It's not like Zoe and Miranda aren't always the perkiest of gals, but they seem extra perky as they stick around writing things down in their notebooks. Doubtless you are admiring our great work, Molly. You see, we are now food critics. Zoe has hired me for her magazine, Totally a Real Food Magazine. It's an honor to have you on board, Your Highness. Zoe holds up a bunch of papers stapled together with doodles and crayon that seem to be Eldritch runes with some sparkly scratch-and-sniff stickers on top. If you are quiet and subservient, you may watch us in our quest to be the best food critics ever. I was a little hesitant about founding this very legitimate magazine, since I'm new to eating things other than minds and souls, and I usually have my eating serfs eat for me, but then Zoe and I realized that we were the absolute best food critics according to our test audience, which was comprised of Miranda's food serfs. Now watch us create culinary criticism magic. First up, macaroni and cheese. This food item contains both macaroni and cheese, and therefore deserves 5 stars for this accurate description. Next, couscous with vegetables. I've never tried it, and the pieces seem way too small to even register in my many mouths. I won't try it either, but the name sounds very, very fancy, so 5 stars. Here is this microwave. Ah, yes, this is very shiny and very cubic shaped, which are both good qualities for a food. 5 stars! Here are some French fries. They don't seem to be particularly French. But they don't seem to be particularly un-French either. Oh dear, however will we determine their Frenchosity? Psh, easy, that's your specialty. Zoe, you should give the French fries a French kiss worthy of the most epic of French fictions to check out how good they are at French kissing and therefore calculate their Frenchosity. Or, Miranda, obviously, you're the most qualified to determine this. The only way to establish Frenchosity is to actually go to France. Just send an eating serf over to check it out. It's definitely gotta be Zoe. Gasp! How did you know about my French-themed French-themed spooky high AU Les Monsterables. You truly are my #1 fan, aren't you, Molly? Yeah, I am. If by #1 fan she means trying to get in her tentacles on prom night, then sure. Look at that smug-ass face. She knows what's happening. If you find them to be sufficiently good kisses, my eldritch compatriot, I will join you in this endeavor. It will be good practice for me when my prince comes along, provided I am not in an enchanted slumber at the time. I really feel like people shouldn't be kissing people in any kind of slumber, but that's a separate issue, so I'm just gonna make out with a fried potato now. She does! Yes! I found that kiss to be both French and fried. 5 stars! 5 stars! And Molly, maybe you and I can work on some other kissing adventures sometime? Heck yeah, and you do! It's called giving butterfly kisses to honey roasted butterflies to determine their butterfly factor. 5 stars! Love her so much. Okay. I feel like we need more creativity, you know? That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you do a terrific job at acting. You act so hard that some of your classmates in the audiences throw roses at you. 7 roses, to be exact. Damn, roses aren't a valid currency or stat in this game. Anyway, you check your converter app to see if this could translate into something a bit more useful. It seems 7 roses equals 2 creativity points. Sweet! You gain +2 creativity. Hey, Molly, I didn't expect to see you here. Don't you love how at Spooky High we have so many friends and you never know who's going to show up too? Here's the plan for today, girls. Ah, it's the Coven! Joy, Hope, and Faith! You know our names? Of course! It's so cool to see you guys. Say the thing, say the thing. What thing? The thing! You know, the thing! Say it, say it! Say the thing! We're here to save the world. Ah, so great! Remember when I was trapped in a totem? Remember that? And you guys were all, don't you understand what you bought from that shop? That your totem is good, ruler of the dark realms, an agent of destruction. We must dispose of the totem before the world suffers. Yeah, sorry about that. No, are you kidding? That was awesome! And someone stepped in and succeeded or failed at something. I don't really remember. I've lived through so many events and things in my life that it's hard to keep them straight. But the point is, it's all fine now. Now we're on the same team and I'm totally ready to join the Coven. Whoa. Don't get us wrong. It's nice for someone to appreciate how hard we work to keep the world safe instead of just trying to belittle and or sabotage us. But you can't just... Well, look who it is. We meet again. Dimitri! Oh my god. My ears are bleeding. Who are you? What are you? Why are you? Oh my gosh, I'm a totem. I mean, I was a totem. I was a high school goal. No, I am a high school goal. Sorry, oh gosh. So listen, I know most people are all about that Dimitri vibe life, where they assume that the reason you often turn into the good side before the bad again is because of your deep forbidden love for Joy. Never. Joy means nothing to me. I feel nothing for her. I feel nothing ever at all. A beautiful, manly tear trickles down Dimitri's face as he stares into the distance. Right, yeah, totally. But I've always been rooting for the Homitri, as in you getting together with Hope, not like Ho-Mitri from my fanfic where you're forced to work in a brothel. I'm here for one reason and one reason only. To take from the Coven their cursed bloodstone. I take no pleasure from seeing their smiling faces, and I will take no sorrow in seeing their corpses. Fine. Okay, Coven, how are we going to defeat them? You are not in the Coven, Zoe! But at that point, everything around Dimitri has caught fire somehow, and the deadly glow lights up his dark but very sexy smile. Time to find a way out of this whilst getting Zoe into the Coven. Let's join the Coven by being like the Coven. We must defeat Dimitri in the classic way. Yelling cliched but powerful heroic one-liners. Or, we should, hear me out, lick Dimitri. We should all lick Dimitri's abs because of reasons. Yeah, let's join the Coven. Right. Yelling things does seem to be one of their most effective moves. That's so productive of the hard work we do saving the world. You don't care. Most of the work they do interrupts those sweet prom shenanigans you engage in with to try to woo one of your most charismatic classmates, so you jump in with your best Coven impression. Justice will triumph! We are here to save the world! Friends before fiends! Okay, those were actually pretty good. Ha! Pretty good indeed. As good is exactly what I intend to destroy. And I'm also very pretty. So there's that. Though your dark soul may try to snuff out our light, we will always light the match of truth and goodness. Ooh, I want to try. Can I try? Let me try. Vile creature of darkness. Zoe opens her mouth and blood gushes forth, flooding the room. Ooh, and here's another good one. She opens her mouth again, and a swarm of scarabs flies onto Dimitri. What? No! My precious corporeal form! I shall not be eaten by bugs, not today! These creatures will not consume my flesh the way my heart was once consumed by. No! It's in the past now! Never again! Darkness is my calling. That was horrifying. Horrifyingly awesome? Actually, yes. I guess you can be an honorary Coven member for today at least. Woohoo! And it's all thanks to you, Molly. Can't wait to have more Coven adventures. Wow, that might actually not be terrible. Maybe? Did Zoe just make the Coven cool? For now, at least. You know what else is cool? +2 charm and +1 fun. Yep. Okay. Let's do more acting. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you aren't especially good nor inspired. For once, it seems like you aren't getting the classic creativity boost from the auditorium. But afterwards, while talking to your classmates, you're having trouble conveying your point in a discussion, so you decide to convey it through music. You start singing, and suddenly everyone else joins you in a kick-ass musical number. It's so amazing that the people with whom you were arguing totally get your point and change their minds once the song is over. You gain +2 creativity. So I was playing FOF.
Ooh, I was playing FOF. I'm Zoe, and I was playing FOF. I hope that stands for fuck off, faker, because that's what you are. You're a faker.
What? How do you figure, Leonard? I was just trying to tell Molly how much fun I was having.
Being a fake gamer girl?
I love this character because this is the type of person I hate the most.
Because if you were a real gamer girl, you would need to talk about how fun games are. You would just be playing them. A real fan doesn't go around shoving their fanness in people's faces. That's what girls do because they're just doing it for attention.
Leonard, literally all you do is try to prove that you're a real fan. You're the one who interrupted this perfectly normal conversation.
Fake conversation! Leonard! Fake Leonard! No, wait. Real Leonard! Girls are the fake ones.
So are you saying there are no real gamer girls?
I thought I had met one once. She wasn't like all the other girls. Right up until she was, when the bitch friend-zoned me and went and dated some asshole Chad Cabra.
Like Chupacabra?
Chad Cabra. Yeah.
Wait, how did that have anything to do with her interest in gaming? Poor Zoe, she's new enough to this whole being a high school girl that she has no idea that there is no reasoning with the Leonards of the world. Not to be a white knight or anything, but you should really step in and find a way to distract Leonard so you and Zoe can discuss absolutely gender-neutral topics like gaming in peace. Distract Leonard by finally creating the perfect real gamer girl profile on Twitter. Tell Leonard that you heard someone saying there's no wrong way to play video games. Oh yeah, I got it. Yes, I also heard that. Oh. They were saying every way of enjoying video games is valid as long as it's fulfilling for you personally. Of course there are no wrong ways to enjoy video games. Oh, really? I'm kind of surprised.
Because the more wrong the way you enjoy video games is, the more pleasure I get from getting to tell you how wrong you are. If everyone only liked video games in a way where they were constantly proving that they love video games the most and shoving that superiority into everyone else's faces, then how could I prove that I love video games the most and shove that into everyone else's faces? Here, let me show you.
He does, and it's so awful that you lose -3 charm? You and Zoe never even get to finish your conversation. Lame. Oh man, that's so lame. Looks like Scott and Zoe are having marshmallows for lunch. You say that because their cafeteria table is covered in a literal mountain of marshmallows. Zoe slams a marshmallow into her mouth. It's mildly impressive. That's 15 marshmallows! Scott stuffs 6 marshmallows into his mouth at once. It's slightly more impressive. Oh yeah? Well, I'm 23. I'm the king of the mallow! I didn't want to have to do this, but you leave me no choice, rival! Zoe begins to glow, purple, and convulse. Her tentacles swell. You smell death itself. She's snarling. I love her. Ancient chaos, doomed to worlds. Sacrifice! 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 A cloud of marshmallows rise up into the air, and Zoe's countless mouths all open with an infinite hunger. All of the mallows fly in Zoe's gaping maws. The cafeteria windows open as all marshmallows in a 50-mile radius are summoned to their doom. It's unspeakably impressive. Hey, no fair! If I counted correctly, I've now eaten 13,666 marshmallows exactly, which means I win. Wait, that is like very not cool. You can't use more than one mouth during an eating contest. It's cheating. And I would know because I used my hands at soccer one time and I still feel bad about it. No way, I didn't cheat. The validity of this impromptu marshmallow match is my whole reason to live, and my whole reason to not destroy this amazing marshmallow-filled planet. Quick, referee this athletic dispute before the whole planet is destroyed. We can't control how many mouths we have. That's not nice. Scott, are you a good boy or not? Or Scott, play smart and be creative. Don't you have many other holes you could use? I don't. We can't control him. Are you a good boy? Scott's eyes widen with primal fear. Wait, I'm sorry, Zoe. I want to be a good boy. I don't want to be a not good boy. Wait, Scott, who's a good boy again? It's me, Scott. Who's a good boy? Me. Then I guess I'm the winner, mouths and all. Zoe may have won the marshmallow battle, but you'll win the marshmallow prom date demon friendship war. Okay, wait. So, how many of these things are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 18. 18? I need more creativity. I always need creativity. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you can't help but feel you're not as good as the role requires you to be. There doesn't seem to be any ordinary way of getting yourself there, but there might be an extraordinary way. You summon the devil, one of many, to make a deal to enhance your creativity just a bit. You gain +2 creativity. You also lose -3 years of your life as you're under the deal, but who cares? They weren't happening in-game anyway. You're chilling with Zoe, watching her draw cute little chibi characters, getting eaten by nightmare fluid when Leonard slides into your midst.
Hey, your art's not bad for a girl. I might have a major opportunity for you.
Oh, cool. As much as I hate your casual sexism, I love opportunities. What's up?
That day your teacher delivers an amazing and creative performance that blows all your minds. It ends up being a sensation on YouTube.
Yeah, I could probably do that. No guarantee that it won't drive your viewers insane, though.
If they go insane, then they weren't true fans to begin with.
Great. Let's talk a little more about what you want, and then we can negotiate a price for the commission.
Excuse me? Price? Exposure to my 284 YouTube subscribers isn't good enough for you?
No?
Wow, typical. Here I am trying to give you the opportunity of a lifetime, and you can't think of anything but money.
Oh god, he's just hitting all the boxes, isn't he?
Did you hear me when I said how many subscribers I have? 284. And that's just right now. By the end of this weekend, it could easily be 285 or 286. And from there, it's just a few orders of magnitude until I hit 600. A real savvy artist would understand the value of getting in good with me while I'm still on the rise. This could be huge for you. Anyway, TLDR, no cash right now. I'm investing all my capital in my craft in hopes of maybe becoming a YouTube sensation. You're an artist. Do it for the love of the art or whatever dumb fucking reason artists have for doing art shit.
As Leonard pours more and more garbage words out of his mouth, you can feel the air around Zoe turning into pink tentacles of wrath. Uh-oh. If you can't broker a deal between these two, who knows what will happen to reality? Maybe you can convince Leonard to pay with something other than money. Why don't you pay with one of your kidneys? I mean, you've already got two, and once you're a YouTube sensation, you can buy as many kidneys as you want. If all you've got right now is hope for the future, why not pay with your future? Pledge to be Zoe's indentured servant from ages 42 to 46. Yeah.
Aha! Deal, suckers! What, you think I'm just a regular high school age? I'm a motherfucking Japanese swamp vampire, you utter cucks! I turned 36 600 years ago!
Oh, that's okay. I'll just extract payment from your past self.
Wait, what do you mean you'll— Oh, fuck my memories!
Don't worry, I just spent the fabric of time and space to steal 4 years of your life. We're totally even now.
I suddenly bear deep emotional scars from events I never experienced. My entire life is non-canon.
So, do you still want that drawing? For another 2 years of your past, I'll even do it in color.
No thanks. I think I need to go lay down for a while.
If only you could actually do this. Oh, okay. Enjoy the incessant nightmares.
The what?
Oh, that's Zoe. So adorable. You gain +2 smarts and +1 creativity. Okay. Huh. Where are we going to go next? Okay. We do probably need some more charm. Yeah, I think we'll go for charm. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. At one point, you're about to be eliminated. Oh, that's Leonard. At one point, you're about to be eliminated by a player from the other team, but suddenly you convince him not to throw the ball at you with a heartfelt speech about the importance of everyone's lives. The player bursts into tears, and you take advantage of the moment of weakness, throwing a ball at him. You lose -5 mercy, a stat that might be useful in Monster Prom sequel, but isn't now, and you gain +2 charm. During a break between dodgeball matches, you spot Coach shouting some encouraging words at Zoe. Come on, Zoe, let's go! 100 burpees! Isn't the fun exercise? It's the fun exercise that's fun to say. Don't you want to be your best self? Of course I do, Coach, and I'm so grateful for all the time and attention you spend on us students. You know what they say, time and attention are the deadlifts of the soul. Sure, but with all the time you spend learning about and encouraging us, how many people have taken the time to get to know you? I mean, we don't even know your real name. Oh, my name? It's... Or why you decided to become a high school coach. Tell us about that. Well, if you really want to know, I first fell in love with sports through the noble game of beach volleyball, but that's not why I became a coach. No, I became a coach because of my father. Oh, was he a great coach too? No, he was quite the opposite. A tiger tycoon who made... A tiger tycoon who made billions selling unhealthy sugar-frosted cornflakes to kids. With his ill-gotten gains, he bought us a fabulous home in the jungles of Miami. But to me, it was no better than a cardboard box. I was gonna give him a Tony the Tiger voice. No better than cardboard boxes that ship the sugary cereal out to unmuscled children all over the world. I had to escape. That's my best Tony the Tiger. That's the best you're gonna get. And when I did, I vowed to devote my life to helping kids stay healthy. But even so, it sounds like Tony the Tiger mixed with Goofy. Yuck! But even so, I'm not sure I'll be able to do enough to make up for the sins of my father. Now it really sounds like it. Aw, hey coach, don't be sad. You're a great coach, and I'm sure any of us here would love to help you in your crusade against unhealthy breakfast. Zoe looks around for other students to agree with her, but they all very carefully ignore her. You, on the other hand, kind of want to smooch Zoe, so you offer her your aid. Let's replace breakfast with a more exciting morning activity so kids do that instead of eating. No breakfast means no unhealthy breakfast. Or let's create a hip new mascot for healthy food. Kids love hip new mascots. Yeah! After a few minutes of brainstorming with Zoe, a little alchemy, and a lot of luck, you create your very own super hip health food mascot. Coach, allow me to present you Xander, the teenaged essential amino acid. The two of you step The two of you step aside to reveal Xander, a shambling bundle of vaguely human-shaped proteins wearing a baseball cap. "Sup, everybody," says Xander. "I'm Xander, the teenage essential amino acid. I'm essential because your body is unable to synthesize me on its own, and if you don't have me, you will suffer from protein deficiency." A sweet guitar riff echoes in the background. Symptoms of protein deficiency include elevated risk of infection, edema, fragile hair, and kidney failure. Xander puts on a pair of sunglasses. "Dudes, it's working. I think he's really appealing to the youth demographic. Coach is right. All over the gym, your classmates are crowding around to give Xander high fives and learn skateboarding tricks from him. You've really outdone yourselves this time. Also, you should probably get more essential amino acids. In the meantime, you have +2 smarts and +1 money for character licensing." Okay, Polly and Zoe. You watch Zoe watching Polly with increasing intensity. "Hey, Polly, I have a question." "Hey, boo." I may or may not have an answer, depending on if it's boring or not." "Well, you know how you don't eat food?" "Yeah, duh, I'm a ghost. It would just go right through me. I can't digest it or absorb the nutrients or anything." "Right, but you drink alcohol and do drugs all the time." "Yeah, and it's awesome. But why can you absorb illicit substances and have them affect you, but you can't eat food? It's like sometimes you're totally corporeal and then sometimes you're incorporeal, and it just doesn't make a lot of sense." "Yeah, and it's awesome. But I'm awesome?" It is an interesting question Zoe raises. Maybe you should look at this more closely. "Hey, Zoe, let's do some science. We can throw things at Polly to see what goes through her and what doesn't." Or allow me to explain Polly's situation quite simply. Texture, solidity, density, heaviness, all synonyms for consistency. So if Polly doesn't have any of that, she'd naturally be inconsistent in her ghost powers. Science time. "Oh yeah, that's a great idea." "What? No, it's not." Throwing a fork in 3, 2, cut that out. "Oh man, it went right through her. Let's try a spoon." "Let's not try a spoon. That's so weird. It bounced off her like she's totally corporeal. I guess the lesson we've learned here is that ghost logic is no logic at all. That's why it rhymes." "Ghost and no don't rhyme." "Of course not. But there's no logic here. Watch out, I'm throwing a plate at you." You and Zoe have a great time throwing logics at Polly and watching there be no logic in this game. The game, of course, being throw things at Polly. Wink. Okay. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you are struck by the lightning of inspiration. You come up with the ultimate nickname for yourself. You tell everyone to call you by it. Also known as one of the 7 most douchebaggish moves in the world, like Pitbull. Mr. Worldwide. But the nickname is so awesome, inventive, and appropriate that people decide to go with it. Quite the feat. You gain +2 creativity. We, the devs, dare you to actually come up with a nickname for yourself and ask the other players to call you by that name until the end of this run. Turn. To be or not to be, high as balls. Not even a question, I'm already there. To tree or not to tree? Wait, I can't ask questions, I'm a tree. Okay guys, I'm really digging the Shakespeare fanfic you're doing here. Now all you need to do is kiss. Kiss who? Just point the way and I'll kiss whoever. How about death? I tried it. That's actually how it was okay. That's actually how I died. No, I was being metaphorical. I meant that you should join me and feel the gentle caress of the dark side. Whoa, this play just got spicy. I mean, I'm playing a cult member, so I am 100% on board with this. And trees provide shade. Perhaps I am already on the dark side? And I'm a plague doctor, so like, doctors are good, but plague is bad. I don't know what to choose. There is at least 50% chance Polly will choose to go with the dark side. That chance, like Polly, is unacceptably high. Put a stop to this madness. Not everything is about good and evil, guys. The real quest has always been to find a short for poor topless Dimitri. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. What? Yeah, what do you want? Oh. You don't know what you want. You were just trying to sing a Spice Girls song, but now you're having an existential crisis. You don't know what you want? Not even simple things like pizza and belly scratches? Dang, Molly, that was a pretty shocking lack of self-knowledge. For real, you couldn't just say butts? Everybody wants butts. What's wrong with you? You don't know what's wrong with you. You're lost, directionless. Perhaps you should join the dark side? Sorry, but the dark side isn't some yoga retreat for people to find themselves. This is just like when people used to join my cult because they lacked a sense of purpose. It's like, get a life. That's alivist, Zoe. But I'll let that slide down because I'm more disappointed with Molly. I'm sorry, everybody! Does anybody want to give me pizza and belly scratches? Anyone? You all clearly have a lot to work out here. I'll come back later. Dimitri disappears in a cloud of purple smoke, leaving you to get judged by your friends. You forget the first rule of acting. Always know your motivation. Lose -2 smarts and -1 boldness. I only have 3 boldness! I am going to be right back. Get some water. People ask me all the time, Molly, would you sacrifice the narrative for a chance to make a funny joke? And the answer is yes. Of course I would. Like I just Okay. Let's go for some more charm. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Amidst the battle, you spot a fellow player that seems utterly discouraged. She thinks she's not worth anything at dodgeball, and she attempts to throw a ball at herself. You explain to her the many ways you think she's unique and wonderful, while also defending the many pleasures in life. With your help, she's capable of finding reasons to keep playing and gains a sense of self-worth. You gain +1 BFF. Sadly, she's not part of this game, so that beautiful friendship will take place off-screen. And +2 charm. In the next round, you find yourself on a team with Zoe, Miranda, Dahlia, and the amalgam of fungus and fur that calls itself Violet and Tate. You're losing.
I'll stop all these dodgeballs with my face!
Yes, good. Stand in front of me so that nothing ruins my expertly coiffed hair. And Zoe, go over there and, I don't know, eat their brains or something. No can do, friendo. Too busy laughing at all this failure and imagining everybody else naked. Plus, my popcorn's almost ready. No. You're doing this all wrong. We can see so clearly that what this team's problem is. Ooh. Hey, your Uncle Mason. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, thank you so much. Is it that we're bad at dodgeball?
Of course not.
It's that you're bad at relationships. It's so obvious. Dahlia has the perfect sports body, but no understanding of tactics.
All tactics you right in the mouth!
Oh, I love her. She's so dumb. She's like Scott, but aggressive. Miranda is a natural leader, but her frail figure makes her unfit for team athletics. I wear my brittle bones with pride as proof of noble inbreeding. But if they were to fuse into a single being, they would be unstoppable. You know, you might have a point. Princess Muscles, will you join your brawn with my brains?
Sure, I can do that. I think I saw it on TV once.
Time seems to freeze as Dahlia and Miranda spontaneously burst into dance. They gyrate, sashay, and pirouette towards each other until Dahlia picks up Miranda and puts her on her shoulders.
It's just as we thought. The power of their love has made them unstoppable on the dodgeball court. They are obliterating the competition with a combination of keen, strategic insight and raw muscularity.
Want to draw fan art, but can't look away. Yes, love really does conquer. Uh-oh. Hey guys, the game is over. We won. You can stop subjugating the other team now. I mean it. Hey, stop establishing a police state and ruling it with an iron fist. That's not what gym is for. Oh geez, they've gone mad with power. If we don't do something to separate them, we're doomed.
Hell yeah. You're great at fucking shit up. You hatch a devious plan. You know what they say, three's a crowd. Invite a third wheel to come ruin their fusion. Or remind Miranda that if she really wants to follow Violet and Tate's advice, she should make sure to feed on her host's brain. Uh. Hmm. Uh. I don't. I. I don't. Hmm. Hmm. What should it be? Let's go with brain. Excuse me? Feed on your host's brain? I'm not a zombie, you bigot. I'm a parasite. Sure, I feed on Tate's nutrients in order to nourish my own cells. That's just symbiosis. But I don't eat brains. I subjugate them, okay? See the difference? Oh, I'm sorry! Yeah, Molly, how could you be so ignorant about the parasitic lifestyle? I'm disappointed in you. Bigotry against parasites shall not be tolerated in the symbiotic dictatorship of Mirandalia. Prepare to be punished by our nether arms. Mirandalia's nether arms are just Dahlia's regular arms. In other words, they're the worst arms to be punished by. You lose 2 fun and 1 boldness. That's the second time in this run that I've been beaten up by Dahlia. Christ. Calculester is enjoying a nice quiet lunchtime charge when Zoe interrupts his reverie with a question. Hey, Calculester, I'm making a quiz so students can figure out which spooky high vending machine they are. You're friends with the vending machines, right? I am friends with every person, friend Zoe. But, like, are the vending machines people that you're friends with? That is a rather insulting question. Yes, the vending machines are people, and yes, I am friends with them. Oh, so vending machines have feelings? Of course they have feelings. Which feelings? I do not know. I am a terrible friend. Aw, man, don't be sad. We can figure this out together for my quiz. But how can we talk to the vending machines about their feelings? Use pure logic, Cal. Vending machines seem to give away things when you put money in them, so put coins in and ask them about their feelings. Or just look up their manuals online. I love conducting obsessive online research on all my favorite topics. Don't you, Zoe? Did someone say obsessive online research? Yes, it was Molly. Let's do it! Calculester, pull up the manuals! Manuals acquired. Opening section 23D, discerning your vending machine's mood. It says here that there is an analog switch on the back of each vending machine that sets its emotional state. Let's go look! Huh, it looks like they're all set to crushing despair. Why are they all set to crushing despair? That seems to be the factory default. Should we change it? Best not to tamper with factory defaults. Okay, hey Molly, as long as we're doing exhaustive online research, want to go down an online encyclopedia, TM, hole with me? There's not a hole you wouldn't go down with Zoe. You start at vending machine emotional states and end up at dark rituals specifically involving cabbage. That makes sense. Okay. So. Let's get more boldness, maybe. Let's face it, you're probably going to end up losing your money in some stupid way anyway. Why not spend it here first? It's called just being smart. Will you give me boldness? What would give me fucking uh PR agent maybe? What would that do?
Pardon me. Boldness. Oh, a badass tattoo. It has flames and a skull and even a knife. Street cred plus 9,000. Fuck yeah. Catch you later, hun. Nothing better than the smell of money. Well, actually, there are many better smells, but you know what I mean, right? Wink. I did a wink and clicked my tongue. Okay. So. Okay. Now we are going to let's get a little more creativity. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you totally forget your lines. It's terrible. But you don't let that get you down. You start improvising all your lines, and it's marvelous. Somehow it enhances the pathos of the play in unexpected ways. And that's saying something, since half of your improvisation is a rap battle against your inner fears. You gain +2 creativity. Creativity's off the roof. Zoe is catching you up on the latest development on Pirate Molly in her Spooky High Seas fanfic. Fuck yeah, when suddenly a portal opens up. Never fear, the interdimensional prince is here. I have come to claim my bride. Or husband, or non-binary life partner using the terminology of their choosing. Oh, he's inclusive. The interdimensional prince? I love when he pops up. He always had so much wacky drama. Wait a moment, weren't you previously Eldritch Horror and subsequently trapped in a totem deity, Zagord? Yes, that was me. You devoured my grandfather molecule by molecule, turning every atom of his existence into 1,000,000 scarab beetles before crushing them and snorting their powdered corpses. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, that's totally not me anymore. No, it was magnificent! And here you are in the body of a high school girl, but of legal age to consent, which is exactly my type. I'm glad they added that in. Come, my beautiful devourer of worlds, be my horrific bride. Oh no, Zoe is such a Spooky Hive fan, she might agree to marry the prince just for fanfic purposes. Better stop that right now. Stop this right now. Okay, so our choices are... Why get married when you can bounce on this trampoline? Be careful, Zoe's been married 17 times before and eaten every one of her spouse's minds. Let's go with that one. No? You ate 17 spouses' minds? Well, yeah, but as I said, it was a really I was a really, really different monster then. Also, in my defense, they were all super, 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 super delicious. Well, this sounds like a challenge I am most certainly up for. Being the first spouse of Zoe's not to have their mind devoured. If anyone can do it, it is I, the interdimensional prince. I swear to you, my tentacled little cupcake. Once we are wed, you will never hunger for my mind, only for my body, and only for my body metaphorically, for sex reasons. Actually, I'm still full from the last 17 spouses. Maybe another time, though. Another time indeed, my satiable little boysenberry. Another time indeed. Oh man, you may have put the wedding off for now, but it sure seems like you only whet the prince's appetite for Zoe even more. As such, it's only fair that you lose -2 charm and -1 fun. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Just kidding. Yes, I do. Lol. Okay. You sit down with Zoe and Polly. Zoe is slurping sanity out of a Tupperware container with several of her mouths, and Polly isn't eating anything at all. You feel a little uncool for being the only one at this table eating normal food. Speaking of eating food, oh yeah, Molly, I can read your thoughts, sorry. Why are you even here, Polly? Why are any of us here, Zoe? The universe is vast and full of mysteries. No, come on. I mean, why are you here in the cafeteria? I mean, Miranda comes here to supervise her eating serves, and Liam comes here because he presumably feeds on food pics. But you don't feed on anything at all, so why are you here? Why aren't you out doing drugs or getting laid or something? Well, because it seems like Polly might be on the verge of an existential crisis. Those are really serious for ghosts. Save her! Polly comes here because... Secret backstory reveal! Or, Polly comes here because
Fuck it, she can do what she wants.
Secret backstory time. Yes, the truth is, OMG, what? What? I'm actually the ghost of a famous chef. Wow, this is definitely going in my next fic. Which chef? Julia Childs? Martha Buart? Gordon Ramsay, but a fish person? I don't know. I was pretty high when I died, but like, I'm really good at cooking when I'm sober, which is not often, so I must have been a chef, right? That is the only logical explanation. I hereby declare this canon. You are proud to be here for this historic moment, even if you know for a fact that almost everything Polly just said was bullshit, minus the cooking part. You've been there, and she's actually pretty decent at it when sober. But who are you to steal this moment from Zoe? She winks at you with one of the bottomless pits in her face. Nice. Oof. Okay. So, last choice before the fucking end. Let's get charm. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. But the match isn't as important as the human interactions within it. You're at your peak when you decide to go for the overkill and wink at one of your teammates. He's totally mesmerized. It was the most epic wink ever. Damn, you know how to win over people's hearts. You gain +2 charm. Zoe bounds up to you with even more of a pep in her botanicled step than usual. Hey, Molly, aren't you so excited about the con coming up? Con. I know what you're thinking. Which con? Con, the condiments convention? Con, the con artist convention? Nope, it's Con, the convention for ultimate fans. And I thought maybe I'm doing the like press index fingers together thing that bottoms do. That's what I imagine her doing. I thought maybe we could be ultimate fans together. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, and sorry if this is too soon to ask this, I mean, it's hard to determine the relative appropriateness of brief intervals of time when you've been around in various forms for millennia, but would you want to do a couple cosplay with me? I mean, if you can think of a good enough pairing, hell yeah, you would! And you know the most perfect couple cosplay pairing ever? You suggest the neoliberal system and the unbearable feeling of void, no matter how good, no material good can fulfill. Or Naruto and Garfield. I'm gonna fucking have to think about it. um hmm Oh god. Okay, one sec. Smarts? Yes! Oh my gosh! You ship the neoliberal system and the unbearable feeling of the void that no material good can fulfill too? They're like my ultimate OTP. I honestly like OMG, like you don't even know the amount of beautiful, intense, gorgeous tension between the neoliberal system and the unbearable feeling of void that no material good can fulfill is like so palpable. And then when they finally kissed at the end of Eternal Love Summer Camp, my heart just melted. And the cute little necklace the neoliberal system made for the unbearable feeling of void that no material good can fulfill for their anniversary. That's such a great suggestion, Molly. I'm going to get to work on the wings right now. The wings? You're really going to have to reread some of those neoliberal system and the unbelievable feeling of void that no material good can fulfill fix to get the costume right. Wait, which are you even going to go as, and which one is Zoe? Which one is Wings? Worry about that later. For now, just take +2 creativity and +1 fun. Couples cosplay, couples cosplay. Okay, this one I didn't even talk to Damien, or Liam. I didn't see either of them. Go, Zoe. Yes, ask. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to Monster Prom with you. Whoa! Prom together? So we're becoming canon? OMG! I have to start making a tag on AO4 so people can write fics about us. So exciting, so potentially steamy. While I do that, start thinking the best ship name for us. I mean, Zoe x Molly, there are so many options. And the dress! I have to choose something that can be easily cosplayed by fans. See you there! Prom night was wild. Look at her, she's so cute. And the little heart in that one eye and that other eye. And her corsage, and she's just so cute. Prom night was wild. You spent all night discussing about Yu-Gi-Oh! And how you strongly believe it's a prequel for Jurassic Park. Zoe was skeptical at first, but she surely got aroused by the intensity of your arguments. One theory led to another, and eventually it led to sweet intercourse, because, you know, sex always finds a way, especially when you believe in the heart of the cards. Molly voted most likely to become an expert on Bulgarian cartoons. Zoe's quote is, "I'm looking forward to the sequel." All right. Such a good run. I love that. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happens, and it was wonderful. Due to the obscene amount of fan art she drew, Zoe was taken by Jim Davis, renowned creator of Garfield, as his protege. Nowadays, Garfield still hates Mondays and loves lasagna, but you can bet he's into lots of weird stuff too. Scott turned out to be a genius and became the most renowned mathematician in the country. JK, he became an athlete, duh, he's still a bit of a simpleton, but as lovable and good-hearted as ever. Damien loved fire to the very end. Unfortunately, that wasn't a super legal affair, and he ended up in prison for arson. Fortunately, prison was flammable. For those 6 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Oh man, that was nice. Bam, bam, bam. This is such a bop. I hope this isn't copyrighted. Oh man, that was good. Whew. Okay. Hey, we've got new images. I wonder what they are. What? Online? What does that mean? Oh, we could. Oh, that's cool. Multiplayer. Online multiplayer. Already some. Oh, look! He's so cute. Polaroids. I love it. I love that so much. Oh. We're 100% in sync. That's so cute. More art. Bam, bam, banana, bam, banana, bam. Credits and shit. Concept art. Oh, that's a cool concept. Ooh, a 3D model. That's pretty cool. Dahlia outfit test. Ooh, Damien Violet. That's pretty cool. Fan art. Oh, that's so cute. I love it. Forbes 30 under 3,000. Fuck yeah. So good. Whew. Okay. 1 second. What is mod tool? Oh my god, there are mods? I'm gonna have to look at that in my spare time. Create mods? Hey, Uni. I tried to bone the hot ghost last time and she dumped me. She turned me down. But I'll have to do it this time. When it eventually loads. But you missed it. I spent time with the Eldritch Cutie. Yeah, we fucked. Yeah, we did. Okay. Okay, Ghost Girl's next. But yeah, no one's been talking in the chat, so I'm glad you're here. Yeah, yeah. Jackie, who I'm my family member Jackie, uh yeah, it's the DLC. But yeah, so I think if we are gonna do Polly the ghost, we're gonna do first term, full game. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid, sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. Jealous, I've not played the DLC. Yeah, it's fun, it's so good. I love her so much. She's like I don't know, there are like things where it's just like, bro, are you drawing yaoi? It better be like healthy shit. Like that's what she says, and it's great. It's shit like that. Like she takes a lot of the normal like cringy like bad fanfic aspects and she like is like puts to I love her. She's so good. She's so good. I also had to deal with like an anti SJW type in game. That was the storyline we did that time. So that was fun. He hated women and women gamers. He hated women gamers. That was his voice. The femoids. I really wish they would have said that. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Who should I be? You know what? I'm feeling extra NB right now, so I think I'm gonna go with Oz. But are you Oz every time, Uni? And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 6 weeks left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Oh, are you... I don't know, man. They all seem like people you would choose. Oz is like clearly the most NB. The red one is clearly the most like femme. Do you choose the green one? Or the blue? I don't know. Oh yeah, the blue one, the Poofy Head Frankenstein girl. I was her last time. That's great. Yeah, you should watch back the rest of the stream when if you have a chance. It's good. I loved it. Fun fact, the reason her last name is Vanderbilt is because Vanderbilt was a really corrupt billionaire maniac. He was very that person. Damien LeVay, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly large heart. Liam de Lioncourt, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork. Polygeist, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Number 15, Burger King foot fungus. The last thing you want in your Burger King foot fungus is someone else's lettuce. I'm sorry, I have only like a certain number of voices that I can do, and so it always inevitably goes back to Burger King foot fungus. A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Oh yeah, Damien LeVay. Hi, welcome to Chili's. And Vera Oberlin, a mean self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 6 weeks left to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their hearts. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Thank you, I'm proud of my Chili's voice. I'll read this in it. Welcome to Monster Prom, stupidest pop quiz ever. The trick is to be like relatively monotonous, but also in like a service industry tone. Like, all minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more. It's really close to the Burger King foot fungus. But Burger King foot fungus has a lot more pitch changing. Worry no more. We're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom, stupidest pop quiz ever, TM. Molly, it is the Chills voice, not Chili's. What do you mean? I thought you meant the fucking hi, welcome to Chili's voice. Do you mean the MILF voice? What do you mean? The MILF voice is reserved for the trans cat girl who runs the shop. Oh, that's number oh, okay. I didn't know his name was Chills. That makes okay. Dude who does number 15 is named Chills. Okay, well, Monster Prom, stupidest pop quiz ever, TM. We'll throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. LMAO, sorry, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's funny. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. Oh no. Okay. This. I swear to God, like, if you rewatch the stream, like, the last thing is, Zoe, the fucking Eldritch Horror, she asked me to do a couples cosplay with her, and the thing I chose that excited her to no end was the neoliberal machine and, like, the unending void that no material possessions can fill. And she was so excited about that, and I'm like, damn, this game, are they lefties? I feel like they might be. Democracy is just broken. What would be the best way of choosing the leaders of modern society? You put all the candidates in an empty room with a wild grizzly bear. Whoever kills the bear should be our president. If everyone dies, then it's obvious. The bear should be our president. I like that one a lot. We create a reality show called America's Next Top President, where the candidates compete in all kinds of physical and mental challenges. Voter turnout would increase, and we would turn a profit on it. Or whoever can play the most heartbreaking violin solo wins. Yeah, there's no way they're not lefties. I love the fucking remember to vote. Anyway, communism monster prom win. I gotta go with the bear. Which god do you pray to each night before sleeping? Oh, I pray to all kinds of gods. I have this business where people pay me to deliver their prayers every night. I even started to look for a Chinese factory to outsource the prayers. Oh, that's not... Praying is for fools. I took compromising pics of a god molesting a tree, and now I blackmail him for whatever I want. A lot more effective. Or, praying is kind of lame. I have a group text set up with some deities. Dionysus, Bastet, Loki. Coolest cats in town. Oh, I'm so charming. I'm so fucking charming. So goddamn charming. That's me. The world will end tomorrow. What will you do today? I always party as if there were no tomorrow, so who cares? Or it's okay, we invented the apocalypse to take care of the overpopulation of commoners. I'll finish my novel. Whoever comes after the end should know my legacy! 100 push-ups. No. 200 push-ups. Nobody ends the world but me. I'll end the world today. They always tell you the world is ending. I'll profit off of other people's hysteria. I think party time. Okay. Here we go. I've never played as this person. Did I make sure to choose they pronouns? It probably doesn't matter. Okay, so what to do first? I think Polly would really like, because Polly doesn't really care about like wealth or creativity or smarts or charm. She really just cares about like boldness and fun, right? My fun's super low, so I think we should do some fun. That day during recess? Oh, that's fine. It's fine if I didn't choose them. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. Later, you are minding your own business when you see Polly floating down the hallway, texting. Just as you're about to approach her, there you are, Polly. No, wait. I need to... Oh, what was his voice? What voice did I give him? Man, it was a himbo voice, I know. There you are, Polly. No. There you are, Polly. No. I'll figure it out. There you are, Polly. I've been following that one. I've been following a scent. The scent of betrayal. I love that. What are you talking about, buddy? I haven't been pulling any pranks at all lately. Some very unfunny person messed with my sports gear. They left my sock in my right shoe and my right sock in my left shoe. I don't know if I can do a Mickey Mouse voice. Ho ho! Some very unfunny person messed with my sports gear. Is that good enough? They put my left sock in my right shoe and my right sock in my left shoe. How's that? Polly, I know we're best bros. And you would never do a prank to me, but I think you did this prank to me. I smelled you. No, you didn't. Because ghosts don't have a scent.
Maybe not to a normal person, but a werewolf can smell anything. And ghosts smell like algebra and global warming.
Right.
Well, if ghosts don't smell, then what am I smelling?
Of course, ghosts smell like ecstasy spiked rosé wine and Victoria's seance lingerie. Or it sure is a mystery. Hop in my van and we'll go solve it, Scoob. I mean, Scott. I think the lingerie and ecstasy wine is what she's gonna like. Oh my gosh, yes! My favorite things!
Then it was you, ho ho!
Scott, do you have any idea how many ghosts in the school wear Victoria's seance? It's the ultimate lingerie boutique.
So, we're saying that it could have been any ghost?
Pretty much. But you know what? I would be happy to use my rose wine smelling lingerie scented skill set to help you crack the case. I started slipping into the number 15 voice.
Thanks, Polly. You're a good friend.
I feel like my Mickey Mouse voice isn't Mickey Mouse, it's a combination of Mickey Mouse and Hootie. As they walk away arm in arm, Polly looks over her shoulder and mouths to you, "It was totally me." But Scott seems content. Their friendship is saved, and Polly seems pretty flattered by your choice in descriptors. In the end, the strongest smell here is the sweet smell of success. You gain +2 smarts and +1 charm. Yeah, it does! Like, whoa!
Well, hi there, guys. Please be my friend. Finally, someone to listen to all my stories. I will be haunted by my actions forever. Hoot hoot.
Oh boy. Okay, Polly and Damien. Liam, not Damien. You find Polly and Liam not eating as usual. You know, because they're undead. Okay, so he needs to be pretentious, right? You know, the food in this cafeteria really is atrocious. It's hardly even worthy of my momentgram. Momentgram. Haha, what? I don't even eat the food. See, this is exactly what I mean. We can do so much better than these subpar culinary abortions. Oh, I see what you mean. You mean the two of us should have a cook-off? What? No. Did you say something? I'm not listening because I'm so psyched about this cook-off. At no point did I agree to. I've got a huge advantage, though. Because I've cocked off so many drugs. You're welcome, Uni. Oh, you think you've got the advantage, huh? I've been alive for centuries of culinary history. It's on. The two of them dash into the kitchen, ignoring all rules of law, school, and common decency, and probably physics, as they commence cooking. Two celebrity chef judges appear to critique the challengers. I think they're both equally horrible, says the cruel British judge. I think they're both equally marvelous, says the overly nice British judge. Both judges turn to you. What do you think, tiebreaker judge? Whose meal is truly the cat's pajamas? Liam's, precisely because I think the glass jar of fresh human blood really goes with the parsley he sprinkled on top. Or Polly's, because she literally just made a pair of pajamas for a cat. Absolutely. What? Unbelievable! That's not even food. What isn't even food? That pile of yarn you're knitting in that frying pan! That's clearly a set of pajamas for a cat. I mean, they did ask which one was the cat's pajamas, so, like, let's be real here. Oh, was it supposed to be food? Sorry, I forgot what we were doing. Yes, it was supposed to be food, and yours obviously isn't. Oh yeah? Then how come it won the food contest, huh? Well, because, yeah, that's what I thought. I'll catch you all later. I gotta go find a cat to put these pajamas on. Make her say, y'all cowards. Later, you run into Polly again, and she lets you pet her kitty. If you know what we mean. It means you get to pet the cat she put the pajamas on. What did you think it meant? Okay. Honestly, more fun. Actually, let's go ahead and get the... Let's face it, you're probably gonna end up losing your money in some stupid way anyway. Why not spend it here first? It's called just being smart. Okay, what would give me more fun? Because that would be creativity. That would be boldness. That would probably be smarts. Okay, get money from here. Yeah, and then I sexed the ghost. I did the sex. I did the sex. Okay, that's probably charm. Fun? Smarts. That's probably fun.
Yeah, fun.
Yeah, who would want to save money for their college fund when you can spend it on weird stuff that's most likely useless? That's the spirit, champ. Fucking go ahead, Uni. If you want a back seat, like, fucking go ahead. I don't give a fuck. I'm just here. I'm just vibing. It's not like this is a hugely narrative-driven game. Like a puzzle game or something. Or like, yeah, like a puzzle game or something. Oh. Yeah, that's fair. I just started playing this game, but like I wanted to stat boost because my fun was really low and I know she really likes fun, you know? That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. At one point, Juan, the small magical Latino cat, slips on a banana peel. You start to laugh at him. He asks you to stop, but you don't. You laugh so hard at him that you somehow steal +2 fun from him. Hooray! Afterwards, you see Polly and Damien eating some delicious-looking cookies. Hey! Would you like to buy a cookie to benefit the Agents of Chaos? I'm trying to get my destructive capitalism badge. Damn, I wonder if they're a lefty. Buying the penguin costume, gotcha. All proceeds go directly to the Uprising of Chaos over Order, and it's tax deductible. I was setting fire to a nursing home the other day, and I heard a voice echo so loudly in my head that my teeth rattled. Told me of an ancient order. And as it was described to me in 1,000 voices, blood trickled from my ears. I know this isn't his voice at all, but I love it. And then the voices gave me a badge for harassment of the elderly. And I earned my first badge for being unable and unwilling to stop partying. My goal is to get enough badges to make a bikini out of them and wear it and nothing else everywhere forever. My goal is to get enough badges that Polly makes a bikini out of them and wears it and nothing else everywhere forever. I wonder what badge we should go for next and what hijinks we can get into to earn it. You know what's crazy and chaotic? Being single and partying forever destroyed the institution of marriage. Chaos is always better with some sensible agony. Replace all the water in the school with swarms of mosquitoes. Yes. No? Okay. I mean, nothing is quite as chaotic or miserable as being covered head to toe in tiny bug bites, and I particularly love it because I have ghost skin, so there's no way I can accidentally be caught in the middle of this. Yeah! And if any of those little motherfuckers try to come near me, I'll just torch them. Miserable minutiae badge, here we come! Go team! 3 of you immediately set to work draining all of the school's pipes of water and funneling in swarms of mosquitoes instead. Yay! Students trying to take a drink of water suddenly find themselves with a mouthful of winged parasites, stealing the blood from their tongues and gums. Students sit down on the toilet only to have their genitals accosted by thirsty, pointy proboscis. Students go to wash their hands and are then unable to use them for the rest of the day because of how they have swollen are from dozens and dozens of itchy, awful bites. Just when it seems like everything's on its way to perfectly perfect chaos, Damien runs over looking panicked. If Damien is panicked, you know shit's about to go down. Oh man, you guys. I'm in so much fucking trouble right now. My dads are pissed.
Apparently, mosquitoes are a really integral part of the torture in hell, and I was not supposed to borrow large swarms of them without asking. Aw, shit. I hope you don't get grounded and miss the next Agents of Chaos camping trip. What are you gonna do now? Probably misdirect my anger, frustration, and rage at the nearest target. Why did he... Well, that's your cue to bounce. You lose 2 smarts and 1 boldness. That's fine. Okay, Polly and Scott. You find Polly and Scott huddled at your chosen table. If these two are together, it can only mean one thing. Why did they made him like such a hunk in this scene? What the fuck, man? I hereby call this meeting of the Prankmasters to order. Prankmaster Howl, present and accounted for. Chairman Geist, all dressed up and ready to prank. Hey, how come you get to be chairman? Well, which one of us can throw chairs around the room with our ghost powers? Well, I don't have ghost powers, so... Oh, you! I get it! Chair, man, but... No time to argue, Scott. We've got to come up with a baller fruit prank before the end of lunch. Oh, yeah! Okay, what if we ate all our food like a good boy? Is that a prank? No, Scott, for the last time, that's not a prank. And I don't eat. But I'm having trouble coming up with another idea. Anybody else? You've been waiting all your life for an opportunity like this. You propose the ultimate food prank. Eat everybody else's food like a good boy. Or replace all the food with chairs. Yes. Yes! You know what they say, when life gives you chairs, do pranks with the chairs. But I've never heard Coach say that. Oh! Doesn't it sound like the kind of thing he would say, though? Yeah, it kind of does. How am I supposed to help, though? You're the chairman. Easy, Scott. Just be a chair. Oh, of course. Scott twists himself into an uncomfortable-looking shape. He seems happy, though. Like this? Exactly like that. Now up you go. Whee! Does this make me a chairman? Sure, totally. Polly doesn't seem to mind sharing her title with Scott or her affection with you. Prank achieved. Okay. Let's up our boldness. That day you skip class to just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give +0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness. Of course, no trip to the bathroom would be complete without running into a group of your classmates doing something stupid. Ah, Damien, you're the worst! I know, right? She means that in a bad way. Do you really have to set fire to our entire deck of cards? I don't know. Did the entire deck of cards have to keep dealing me shitty hands? Not necessarily. That's not how probability works. Well then, I guess I didn't necessarily need to set it on fire. But since when has that stopped me? Well, now you've stopped all of us from playing poker. Now what are we gonna bet on? Mama needs a new pair of shoes. Oh. Yes, and I derive an almost sexual pleasure from taking your money. So what's the new game? Ooh, you know the perfect poker alternative. Russian roulette or the stock market. Russian roulette. That's the good Polly one. Oh yeah. Why didn't I think of that? That used to be my favorite game before I died. Wait. All in. Polly pulls an antique revolver out of nowhere, spins the cylinder, points it at her head, and pulls the trigger 5 times until it fires. The bullet goes through her intangible head, bounces off the ceiling, and invents itself in the mirror, right next to all the other bullet holes. I guess Vera and I split the money? Dang, y'all. Dang, I always lose at Russian roulette. Let's play again. I'll go first. How you ever died is a mystery to me. Yeah, me too.
You decide to get out of the bathroom to avoid any further ricochet. From the gunshots echoing behind you, it seems your friends are all delighted with your suggestion. You gain +2 fun and +1 smarts. Yay! Um, this again. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You spot Juan, the small magical Latino cat, who seems a bit sad. He explains to you that he's worried people are so used to calling him Juan, the small magical Latino cat, that now everyone defines him only by his size, magicality, ethnicity, and species. He's more than that. You correct him. You don't see him in such simplistic terms and convenient definitions. It's just that there are around 23 other different Juans in the school, so adding all that to his name is quite necessary. You tell him you'll never forget about him and the crazy adventures you both lived in Monster Prom's prequel, Monster Middle School. You have a great time remembering those crazy stories. You gain +2 fun. Damien's just minding his own business, clothes lining people, when suddenly a loud siren goes off above you. It's the Slayer! She's on the roof of the school holding a megaphone and she's looking right at Damien. What's up, ballsack? Put this in your horn and smoke it. Yo mama's so fat, when she possesses someone, they don't need an exorcism. They need liposuction. Oh yeah? Well? Damien's stuck. It's up to you to figure out a comeback. You lean over and whisper in his ear. Yo mama's so poor she can't even sell her soul because she's only renting it. Fuck you, you Van Helsing looking piece of shit! Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, well, your mama's so poor she can't even sell her soul because she's only renting it. Your mama's so dumb she thinks a hellmouth is what you get if you suck too much dick. Your mama's so ugly, she lost the beauty contest to the girl from The Exorcist. Your mama's so cursed, she... Alright, okay, quit it! The Slayer runs off to search the internet for comebacks, but it's too late. Damien's already won. You gain +2 boldness and +1 fun. Uni is still there? Polly and Damien. Liam and Polly aren't alone at their table. They're flanked by 2 beefy hobgoblins in school security uniforms. What, do these 2 have bodyguards now? They aren't bodyguards, they're food guards. Hey! I love the idea of responding to a Yo Mama joke with just fuck you, yeah. Oh my god, I watched this fucking video on, it was MTV's Yo Mama show. We need to watch that video, it's so good. They aren't bodyguards, they're food guards. Principal Giant Spider found out we weren't eating during lunch, so he assigned guards to us because he thinks we have an eating disorder. Oh, by the way, one good thing about Zoe is she was like, yeah, I really don't like Teacher X Reader fanfics because there's just so much abuse of power. It's so awful. And like, I love her. And we do have an eating disorder. It's called being dead. Except it's not an eating disorder. It's an identity and a lifestyle. Death style. Whatever. The point is that they won't let us leave until we've eaten our food. Which will be never. And I have a meeting of the Smug Superiority Club to conduct next period. I can't be late. If you could just figure out a way around these food guards for us, I'd be super grateful. Like, in a sexy way. Well, you can't say no to that. Time to enact your fiendishly clever plan. Dump all of Polly's food onto Liam's plate. With all the deftness and raw sexuality of Indiana Jones, you empty Polly's food onto Liam's plate and his lap. Stop that! It's too much food. I can't even artfully arrange for a decent food pick. Meanwhile, I seem to have eaten 100% of the food on my plate. No problem. Nothing to see here. Luckily for you and Polly, the hobgoblins are complete idiots with no object permanence. They instantly believe Polly's lie. You traitors! I thought we were in this together. You thought? That was your first mistake. I stay high all the time, so I never think. You and Polly ditch the cafeteria, then ditch school, and then do so many drugs you end up in a ditch. So responsible. Oh, God, I do remember when food pics were a thing. That was weird. It was weird. Okay, so our boldness is at 10. Do you think that's enough? And our 15's, or our fun is pretty high too. Our money is really low. Maybe we should get more money. The day you spend some time in the library's PCs playing some good old online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision, but who cares? This time it paid off, so fuck it. You gain +2 money. You're just getting ready to leave when you get a text from Polly. Hey, baby, let's party. How can you refuse such a formal missive? You track her down immediately. Hey, you got my text. That's good, because I need some help brainstorming. I'm going to a party tonight, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be lame, and that needs to change. It's a costume party where everyone dresses up as their favorite humans. I'm going as a sexy tax attorney, but I'm not sure even the sexiest tax attorney can rescue this party from the depths of lamitude. So, got any ideas to help spice things up? Oh, you've got some ideas, and they're the spiciest. Okay. Spike the punch with Mandrake Root. It turns monsters into actual humans. Or, okay, you go as a sexy tax attorney. I'll go as a sexy tax evader. Yes. Not so creative? Damn it! Later that night, you're hanging out at the party waiting for Polly wearing a shirt that says, I have unpaid taxes. When suddenly, you hear a booming tax voice from the door. Halt, tax evader! You turn around expecting to see Polly with her sexy vest and pocket calculator. But it's actually a grizzled tyrannosaur in a business suit from the Department of Monstrous Revenue. As you flee the scene, you see Polly about to put on a lab coat and goggles. Hey, where are you running? Why are you wearing that shirt? Oh, did you think I was actually gonna be a sexy tax attorney? I was super high when I said that. I'm actually just a sexy chemist. You're gonna need a regular chemist after the beating the Tyrannosaur gives you. You lose 2 money and 1 boldness. Come on! I just got the money! Okay. Well, I need the boldness back. That day, you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. On the way there, you run into Mamimi, the Oni girl. She offers you some of her weird Japanese energy drink. You take a sip. It tastes crazy as hell. You need to check the contents of this shit. Guarana seed extract, benzoic acid, 50 milligrams of caffeine, and 100 milligrams of boldness? Well, it wasn't bad at all. You gain +2 boldness thanks to Mamimi, and proceed to the bathrooms. She said, hey, boo, I love her. Hey, Molly, darling, it's me, lovely fan favorite Polly. You know, I wasn't always a ghost. Yeah, this is about to get real. Hear me out. I used to be alive, but I died with unfinished business. Now I gotta live forever like this until I finish it. And you might ask, what's your unfinished business, fan favorite lovely Polly? I guess I can tell you. I never did a reverse Romanian Wilkinson. You know, sexually. Don't get me wrong, I love being immortal and walking through walls and shit, but my soul will never truly rest until I do that freaky sex move. Oh well. Yes! Finally, someone as well versed in freaky sex as I am. At last, I can be free of my eternal ghostly prison or whatever. But most importantly, freaky sex. Come on. I just got the money! I just got it! Alright, it's on. Prom night, okay? You bring the supplies, I'll bring my sexpertise. And hey, purge the zucchini, Admiral. You know what I'm talking about. See you soon. She totally phased out. Oh boy, you might have just gotten yourself tickets to the wildest night of your life. But what the fuck is a reverse Womadian Wilkinson, and what are the supplies? For now, you at least gain +3 fun. Okay, so... Strange, you could have sworn Polly and Damien were at this table when you picked it. Psst, hey loser. We're down here. It's us, Polly and Damien, hiding under this table for totally innocent reasons. A ferocious roar sounds from the door of the cafeteria. Crazy Martin the Werebear janitor is here, and he's looking for someone. Oh shit, he's here. Why is he after us anyway? I think what we did really falls more under federal jurisdiction. International law, more like. Those munchkins were Canadian citizens. Now that you mention it, I think we might actually have to face a war crimes tribunal. Worth it though, right? Oh, totally. As long as we can get away from Buzzkill the bear over there. Just hide in the ghost zone, you know? The special alternate dimension only ghosts can use? Yeah. But I can't hide in the ghost zone. I'm not a ghost. I guess you should have thought of that before you spent all that time being alive, huh? Being alive isn't a choice. Whoa, okay. I don't have time to sit with you and argue pro-life or pro-choice with you, my dude. See you in the ghost zone. No, you won't. You can't follow Polly into the ghost zone, but from the way she winks at you before crossing over, it looks like you're one step closer to the bone zone. It's my best air horn impression. You're welcome. Okay, so. Ooh. The day you spend some time in the library's PCs, sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? You lose -10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares? And you gain +2 money. Later, you see that Polly is even more excited than usual, and you decide to see what's going on. You know, I've been doing a lot of soul searching recently. Get it? And I think I finally figured it out. Who I really am, I mean. My soul emoji. The emoji that speaks the truth of my soul. Is it like the cum face? I feel like it is. I think a lot of people would say I'm like the winking ghost emoji or the paella emoji. Paella emoji. But those are just who I am on the outside, you know? My real soul emoji is pink heart with a blue arrow through it. It's like, I'm sweet, right? But I've also got a dark side. Plus an arrow through the heart is how I was killed. What about you? What's your soul emoji? My soul emoji is an air horn. Loud and proud and big into hip-hop. My soul emoji is a pink heart with a ribbon around it because it's right next to yours in the selection menu. Air horn? That's a great choice. Man, I love when I'm listening to a sick pop song and all of a sudden, air horn, air horn, air horn. It really keeps the party going. We should hang out more. If you're anything like an air horn, I bet you never get annoying. Yeah, you're air horn funny, which is a good thing. You gain +2 fun and +1 charm. Uber Benito Bros. Super Benito Bros. That day you spend more managing your start kicker. Kickstarter. You deceive lots of people with a sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice! You gain +100,000 money, but almost everything goes to cover costs and you keep only +2 money. Polly seems really excited about trying a reverse Romanian Wilkinson with you, and the only thing you have to do is get all the needed supplies, which would be fine, except you have no idea what any of them are. Luckily, you've got a few spare minutes to try and figure this out. You do a quick search on your phone because you assume the internet must know something about this as long as it's related to very weird sex fetishes. Nothing. While trying other keywords, you spot the Coven looking over at your phone. What? Could it possibly be they know something about the reverse Romanian Wilkinson? No, they're always bitching so much about saving the world, they would never admit they're into these kinds of very weird sex fetishes. Maybe you're not searching hard enough on the net, or maybe you're letting your prejudices blind you. There's not much more time to lose here. The solution is clear. You're tackling online searching in a very short-sighted way. You need to come up with an unexpected search terms that will point you in the right direction. So that's probably going to be creativity, and that's probably going to be charm or boldness. Use your people skills to get the three witches to admit they know what a reverse Romanian Wilkinson is and tell you what you need to do for it. Ooh, so charming. You use your refined persuasion skills with the coven, which includes techniques such as repeating, "Tell me what a reverse Romanian Wilkinson is!" to the point of exhaustion. Okay. We might know what a reverse Romanian Wilkinson is, but we know because of saving the world. So you'll need a penguin mask, a bag of marbles, and a kilo of guacamole. We're sure Valerie was selling penguin mask the other day. Don't think we have a kilo of guac for you. What kind of pervs do you think we are? We totally have a bag of marbles though. How about you keep those marbles and we never mention this again, okay? Okay, bye. Nicely done! In the end, it turned out to be exactly like that old toy commercial jingle. Marbles, marbles, you never have enough. They're perfect for booby traps and super weird sex stuff. Huh, these marbles smell funny though. Maybe they're already used? At first you feel like that's not okay, but then again you're about to get into some really kinky stuff, so who are you to judge? Please wash them. Please wash your toys. Your mind is opened by your excitement grows. You gain +2 creativity and +1 fun. Polly. You arrive at your chosen table to find Damien dejectedly hefting a ball of mashed potatoes, while Polly sadly passes her hand through the same. Seriously, what do we have to do to get a food fight started in this cafeteria? I honestly do not know. I tried throwing potatoes at people and yelling food fight, but I think everyone is too scared of me to fight back. And I can't throw food because of my stupid ghost hands. Plates, mirrors, antique furniture? Sure, but not food. There's gotta be a way to provoke a food war. My dads are always telling me to be more political. But we're not political. Your strength is hitting things, and my strength is being unbelievably hot all the time. Unbelievably hot! That's it! We'll set the cafeteria on fire! Wait, no, that's not a solution. That's just arson. Why do I always jump straight to arson? It's hard to watch them struggle through this by themselves, so you step in with an idea of your own. Wars are fought over scarce resources. Steal everybody's food and put it in a pile. That ought to do it. Or, hey Polly, you know how the Greeks fought a whole war over Helen of Troy's face? We just need you to get kidnapped by Trojans. I like where your head is, but I'm not super into being kidnapped and shit. What if we just skip some steps with a good old flashing? Polly floats up onto the table and, in a practiced motion, whips her top off. To the victor! This is a high school cafeteria. Polly's rash action upsets the boiling cauldron of hormones, sets it on fire, and tap dances on the ruins. Soon the air is thick with sausage and gravy. Potato crisps fly everywhere like flavored shrapnel. Polly puts her shirt back on now that everyone's too busy fighting to remember what they're fighting about. Looks like mine really were the tits that launched 1,000 chips. It's great. The view you just got makes that pun worth it. Okay. That day, you spend some time on the library's PCs, mining some bitcoins. This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency, but you guess that nobody actually has any fucking idea how it really works. Anyway, you gain +2 bitcoins, which is equal to $2 million, which is unfortunately equal to 2 monster dollars, so 2 money. Suddenly, you see Polly vomit ectoplasm all over her cell phone. You rush to help her. I just got my 97th hey as an opening line on horny dating app, TM. I just had to puke out of pure boredom. Hey, what am I supposed to do with hey? Whatever happened to reaching out to someone with a fierce dick pic? People are just copy-pasting hey and sending it to every monster that looks halfway interesting. What about you? Are you a hey person too? I hope not. If you read the horny dating app TM profile of a fun-loving spectral delight such as myself, what would you say to me? You're beautiful. Or are you drugs? Because I want to do you all night long. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, drugs! Don't do drugs, kids. That's a great opening line. Also, let's do drugs. You wake up an indiscriminate amount of time later feeling like shit, but happy about it. So like unicorn shit where it's rainbow or something. But when you run into Polly later, she's grinning like a lunatic, and it's clear something went down. Maybe one of you? Hey there, cutie patootie. I had the best time the other night. We should really do this all again sometime, and I mean all of it. Even that zoo animal style stuff. You left a couple things at my place. I put them outside your locker. With that, Polly disappears, leaving you to wonder exactly what transpired between you and what article of clothing you left behind. But when you open the box marked Molly, all you see are a pair of handcuffs and the last surviving Bresky pigeon. Neither of those things are yours, but you would hate for Polly to think you're lame. Apparently, when she said zoo animal stuff, she meant stealing a bird. So it seems like maybe you guys didn't so much have sex, but she clearly wants to spend more time with you. So hell yeah. You go home with a huge grin and a new pair of handcuffs and the last surviving whoops. What was the last surviving Bresky pigeon? You should be more careful with your belongings. Irrelevant. You gain Polly's admiration and +2 charm and +1 fun. Bam, 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 bam. I have 24 fun. That day you spend some time on libraries' PCs, sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? You lose 10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares? And you gain +2 money. Oh my god, did you hear? They finally invented a tattoo gun that works on ghosts! I'm totally gonna go get one as soon as school lets out. Oh shit, we should definitely get matching tattoos. You wanna? Of course you do. What are you, responsible? The important question is, what kind of tattoo do you want to get? The entire text of the Necronomicon. You be the first half, I'll be the second half. Or knuckle tats. You get party par, and I'll get typa ritty. Put our knuckles together, and you know what that spells? Party, party, party! Sex! No. You look blankly at Polly. What? That's what it spells, right? I mean, I could be wrong. Whenever I see a group of letters, I always assume it spells either sex or LSD, and a knuckle tattoo is obviously longer than 3 letters, so sex it is! You start to explain that sex is the same length as LSD, but Polly presses a finger to your lips. Shh, my little dumplet. If you play your cards right, I'll show you just how long sex can really be. She does show you. It turns out it can be as long as you want. If you just keep adding X to the end, you gain +2 fun and +1 creativity. You take your seat, and if you didn't know any better, you would say that it seems like Vera and Polly are almost more interested in their phones than they are in you. And you do know better. And you know that, yes, that is exactly what's happening right now. It's nothing personal, Molly. It's just that Polly and I are very engrossed in texting our financial slave. Yeah, it's pretty hard to compete with some guy whose fetish is buying you anything you want. That's my fetish, too. Not buying things for people, having people buy things for me. Duh. Good thing he's rich enough to take care of both of us. You know what they say, true friendship is sharing secrets and financial slaves. Still, I do worry that this arrangement might not be sustainable. What happens if he runs out of money? Our cash flow instantly stops, besides being handled everything you want on a platter. In this case, the platter being an online money transferring platform is almost boring. Yeah, I get that. It's a little less boring when you're on as much acid as I am right now, but I see what you mean. If we could somehow turn this into a business venture, then maybe it would get interesting. And we could continue to profit even after he's gone broke from catering to our every whim. I mean, how interesting do you think this business actually is? Since he's so obsessed with us, we should just tell him to do something totally insane and see if he does it. I don't know, a weirdo giving away his money and getting into hijinks is great and all, but I want to start making real money. And I think money is fine and all, but my favorite currency is chaos. Seems like the ladies are at a very exciting crossroads. Maybe a random bystander can give them a nudge in the right direction. You can easily grow this arrangement into a business. Just escalate and delegate. Have the financial slave go and acquire his own financial slave to give him money, and that financial slave to go and find a financial slave. Or tell him to marry a llama. Oh my god, yes, that is everything to me. I actually had a dream just like that one time, except it wasn't a llama, it was an alpaca, and it wasn't a wedding, it was a bar mitzvah. But other than that, it was exactly the same. Yeah, I don't think this is my scene. I'm going to go check on my illegal law firm. Catch you weirdos later. I'm texting the financial slave to marry a llama. Right now, telling him to marry a llama. Ooh, he's already typing. Let's see. Molly, you will never believe this. It turns out the financial slave has actually been talking to a llama for a few months now through a llama monster dating site. He says he's a commitment phobe and never really defined the terms of his relationship with the llama, and he keeps introducing the llama as a friend. But he knows now it's just because he was scared of being hurt. He's taking this as a sure sign that it's time to be brave and commit to the llama, and they're headed to City Hall for the ceremony right now. Of course, he says, he'll have to take his leave of our group chat since his heart and wallet now belong to another, specifically a llama. Aw, isn't that the sweetest love story you've ever heard? I'm so glad we got to make it happen together. That is the sweetest love story you've ever heard. Or something. But hey, maybe you and Polly will end up having a love story of your own. Hopefully. Was that my last chance to buy something? Fuck! Well, I guess we can't do the reverse Womanian Wilkinson. Fucking hell, man. Another time. Another time. Yes, fucking, that's upsetting. Let's skip boldness, I guess. That day you skip class, intending to spend the term in the bathrooms, but you encounter 3 wild hyenas on the way there. Who the fuck runs security here? Anyway, you subdue them with the help of a hair comb. God bless the Monster Scouts and all those idiotic scenarios they prepared you for. By the time you get to the bathrooms, you've totally gained +2 boldness. You're hanging out with Polly afterwards, and she's about to show you her latest thumb tattoo when suddenly, "Never fear, my lady, I shall save you from this lascivious cretin." It's the interdimensional prince, and he's apparently here to block your metaphorical cock. Whoa, you're sparkly! Are those tearaway pants? Sadly, they are not, my queen. My fashion sense does not operate on the same ethereal plane as your own. Well, I am persistently on fleek. I died on fleek, and so am cursed to remain the earth forever, eternally on fleek. It is this exact on-fleekness which I seek. For you see, madam, I am in need of a fashionista such as yourself to plan the ultimate wedding. Ours? This could be bad. You know Polly's not above getting married as a one-off joke. You've got to stop this madness. That's a mood. Throw a party so dope, Polly doesn't want to travel to another dimension. A party with sex lasers, or marry the prince yourself right now. Sex lasers? You steal the sex lasers from your school's highly controversial physics lab and get the party started! Great Zorblons of Gorlaxia! I did not know you had such sick parties in this dimension! It's Polly time! Yeah, boy! The school is naturally ranked in the field of particle physics! I don't know what kind of snooty soirees you've got over there in the snooze dimension, but here at Spooky High School, we have sex with coherent light. I am truly humbled by the heartiness of your party. I shall return to my dimension and lament the fact that this is it is a total party wasteland. You don't even notice the prince leaving because you are too busy humping a laser. You gain +2 boldness and +1 fun. The monster prom draws near. Okay, it's Polly time, baby. Let's ask her. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to monster prom with you. Prom night? Prom night? Yes! You seem like the kind of person that would have us both ending the night in the hospital. And that's the kind of unnecessary danger I like in my afterlife. Let's go! It's time to make some wild and poor life choices. Oh, she's so pretty. You ate some good old ayahuasca cupcakes to make sure that the date would be as crazy as possible. Then you spent all night dancing at prom. Or that was what you thought you did. In reality, you were in the middle of the desert dancing with 3 wizard hobos, a guy stuffed in an animal costume, a guy in a stuffed animal costume, and the incarnation of an ancient god, Zoe. Still, best night ever. Molly, most likely to be a sleeper agent just waiting for the code word, and Polly's, quote, one less piece of unfinished business, suckers. We did it! We didn't get rejected this time. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened. It was wonderful. Polly's drug cooking skills proved useful, and she became a chemist for the pharmaceutical industry. But in her free time, she still cooks the real shit. Her greatest inventions so far are watermelon-flavored ecstasy and a thing called LS Dope. Vera kept being fierce, strong, and stunning. Some haters once said adult life would put that mean bitch in her place. But you know what? Vera ended up making adult life her own bitch. Miranda started a nonprofit to help countries without a monarchy, because all countries should have the right to be graciously ruled by the Mer Kingdom. For those 6 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life. And then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom I invented then, but there were plenty of battles left in the war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Fuck yeah! I love the music so goddamn much! Okay. Ooh. All right. We are going to call it a night there. So yeah, that was another run of Monster Prom. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Yeah. And, so, words, terms, outro. I'm Molly. This has been the Molly Marks Show. That's the podcast we do. No. Yeah, well, I'm Molly. If you want to catch me more, you can follow my Twitter at MollyMarksVT. And we normally try to stream on Tuesdays and Fridays from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central. And on Friday, we might, I'm thinking about it, start Danganronpa 2. We shall see. Alright, so I am going to look for a raid channel. Let's go and raid K-Swiftly. They're good. They're really good. This is probably gonna drop you right into politics, so just be prepared for that. Yeah. I hope all of you guys had a good time today, and remember, drink water, stay frosty, comrades.